I would say that I got serious about my skincare, like really serious about my skincare in my mid-30s because I didn't want to deal with the acne anymore. It was really affecting my self-confidence. Well, welcome back. It's so good to see all of you guys. Anyways, I am here to talk about my other favorite subject, skincare. I swear skincare, I live it, eat it, breathe it. I truly, truly adore it. That's why I became an esthetician. Back in my early 20s when I wasn't quite sure what to do and I was literally dying a slow death in a cubicle, I looked around at my cubicle and I was like, I can't do this shit no more. I went home, I had moved out with Ryan by that point and got to the condo and I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go to aesthetic school. I went to aesthetic school in my early 20s and I always wanted to become an esthetician because I loved the spa life. I had lots of aunts who were hairstylists who own a bunch of their own salons back in the Caribbean. I just grew up with this, it's in my DNA. So off to aesthetic school I went, I got a job in a spa and I really learned a lot. Now full disclosure, I suffered with really terrible acne during my teens and when I was getting married, I wanted to look perfect on my wedding day so I did go on Accutane. The Accutane really worked but I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy because it was so harsh. It dries you out. So yeah, the Accutane worked and like I said, it was really, really harsh, but it worked for several years. But I noticed in my mid-30s it came back and I had it. So I really buckled down, started having regular facials because I thought that would help and really started to learn skincare. A turning moment for me was a facialist looking at my skin and I had a ton of hyperpigmentation like this, but like all over this cheek and it looked like a beard because it just wrapped around my face, which is hormonal acne right there. But she looked at my face and she's like, what skincare are you using? And I told her, oh, I'm using this fancy moisturizer and I think it's really working. But is your skin happy? That blew my mind. That blew my mind right there because my skin clearly wasn't happy. It was irritated and angry and red and I had cystic acne and blackheads. My forehead was a mess, the whole 9 yards. So she like lovingly takes me by the hand and recommends a sunscreen for me that contains niacinamide and I never looked back. That sunscreen cleared up my skin. So let's get into it. That was the longest intro ever, but I just wanted to give you guys a little background. All right, number one, cleanser. I use Allumier MD Purifying Gel Cleanser. I really like this cleanser because, okay, hear me out. It's really thick and really soapy. I use like a half pump because this stuff is a little hard to wash off. It is that thick and rich, but it does such a great job at removing dirt, oil, impurities, you name it, without stripping your skin. All other really soapy cleansers that I've used I find are a little harsh, but this, I don't know, it's like, it's so gentle yet so effective and so soapy and awesome. The lather is incredible. I live for that, that little psychological push. I need that. But I've been using this, oh my God, for about 7 years now. I'll never go back. If I have an acne flare up, like I did right there, this was like just a tiny little blackhead. It was a closed comedone. It's when a blackhead gets inflamed and it looks like just a big red like zit. Anyways, it was terrible. And I picked at it. But yeah, when I have a bit of an acne flare-up, that's when I will pull out the big guns, and this is Marcel's Clarity Purifying Cleansing Gel with 1% salicylic acid and PCA. I really love this because it's one of the only like acne-fighting, clarifying gel cleansers. I really like this cleanser because it is formulated specifically for acne and it doesn't strip your skin. So many acne products are just too harsh and make your acne worse because everybody thinks that oily skin is so bad for acne. It's the cause of acne, and you know it is, but dried out skin will really irritate your acne. It's a breeding ground for acne. You've got flaky, peeling skin. It's bad, bad, bad. So really hydrate your acneic skin. And I should really preface all of this by stating, if you are suffering with a skincare concern that is typically hard to treat by yourself if you do not have that knowledge base, so severe acne, rosacea, melasma, and typically very difficult to treat, go see your doctor. Go book an appointment with a dermatologist. Number 2, liquid exfoliants. I am a liquid exfoliant girl. I think they're really, really effective and typically a little less harsh on your face than, you know, our favorite crushed apricot pits suspended in moisturizer. I love a good liquid exfoliant that does a great job at just sloughing away all of those dead skin cells so that your expensive, beautiful skincare works properly, works effectively. You can't just layer on all of this skincare hoping it works if you need to really exfoliate. You need to clear away that layer of dead skin so that your good stuff can work. Anyways, let me show you the chemical exfoliants I like. I adore Allumier MD Bright and Clear Solution. So I'll take one of these cotton pads from Shiseido. I really like these because they're lint-free. They're not gonna leave like little woolly bits all over your face. That's how they look. And you can get a bigger version that's not by Shiseido. It's by, I don't know, but it's on Amazon. I really like those too. I don't wanna get up again, but I'll link those bigger ones for you guys. So you just give it a good shake, saturate your cotton pad, and just gently go over your skin. I avoid the eye area, and you don't have to go too harsh, and I like to go in an upward motion. I don't want to pull down and exacerbate any sagging. There we go. And don't forget your neck. Nothing gives away your age like your neck and your hands, as some trolls like to tell me. And I always pull it down to the décolleté. Sorry, I don't want to get it all over my top here, but there you go. Another chemical exfoliant that I really love is Lancôme Clarifique. So this is a dual essence. It's like a biphase solution. So you shake it up and it's got a whisk inside that whisks this formulation together, but I'm clearly out. Lancôme, send me another, please. I love this stuff. But this is so good. So you know what I typically do? So one morning I'll use the Bright and Clear solution and the next morning I'll use the Lancôme Clarifique, and I'll just alternate between the two. And don't do this. Do not layer them on one right after the other. Use them on separate days if you choose to buy these products. But I just want to show you how I apply it. So I add a little to the palm of my hand. It's like a water-like consistency, maybe a little thick, has a really nice slip, and I just press it into my skin. Comme ça. There you go. Same with the neck, right down to the nips. There you go. Love it. So this is a lactic acid based exfoliant, and this is a glycolic acid based exfoliant. With both of these exfoliators, I really notice a difference in the size of my pores. Now, nothing is going to make your pores smaller, but there are lots of things out there that will reduce the look of your pores. My pores used to look like dish plates until I started using those chemical exfoliators and doing chemical peels and all of those fun things. But these two products I really credit with making my pores just look less dish plate sized. They just really refined my skin. So I know better than anyone that truly the best skincare is being rich. So I'm gonna offer up some budget options for you guys. And everything that you've seen here, I've used myself and I really, really like. So the Allumier MD Bright and Clear Solution retails for about $40 Canadian. The Lancôme Clarifique retails for about $130. This is a pricey one. If you don't want to spend that sort of money, I highly recommend the L'Oreal Revitalift Glycolic. It's the 10% glycolic acid serum. It definitely does not cost $130 and it's very effective. Vitamin C serums. I swear by vitamin C serum. It really made a difference for me. I had so many different colors in my face until I started using vitamin C serum consistently. It really evened out and brightened my skin. I had super uneven skin. It's still a little uneven. I had some really bad darkness here. You can still see it. It's like kind of paler and patchy in spots here. And this is typically pretty even. The vitamin C serum that I reach for the most is SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. I absolutely love it. I just used up my last bottle though. So I've been using my next favorite, which is Allumier MD Everactive C&E Peptides. This stuff's really lovely. It's expensive, but not too expensive. And when you buy one, you actually get 3 of these bottles, which is awesome. This one's really nice too if your skin's a little on the drier side. It's a little heavier, a little little oilier. I don't know if there's actual oil in here, but there are peptides in here which are really, really great for the skin. This particular vitamin C serum is pretty great if you have drier skin. It is loaded with peptides which are great for moisturizing and hydrating your skin. Another vitamin C serum that I'm obsessed with is Paula's Choice C15 Booster. This is like a 15% vitamin C serum. It also contains vitamin E and ferulic acid. The price is right. It is fantastic. As soon as my Allumier MD one runs out, I'll be back on the C15 Booster. If you don't want to spend like $100, $180 on a vitamin C serum, a really good one is this vitamin C serum for nighttime only, and it's by Garnier. It's their Garnier, I think it's the vitamin C, vitamin E brightening night serum. Do not discount your drugstore products. It's not like it was years ago when I was a teenager. Some of the stuff you get in drugstores now is amazing. Think La Roche-Posay, Vichy, Bioderma, all these great French apothecary brands are now in your favorite drugstores. I am a hyaluronic acid girl. Don't you come here and tell me that you don't need an HA acid in your skincare routine. It plumped up my skin. I swear, I've done a lot to my face. As I got older, when I hit 40, I wanted my best skin possible. I really wanted to put my best foot forward, and when I went and got Botox and fillers, it really boosted my self-confidence. It's a kind of a funny story, and I should do a video on what I've done to my face exactly. But I remember the early days of YouTube, I would go on here and people used to make fun of me. The insult that I would get the most on YouTube is big nose. People would call me big nose all the time, and it really got to me. I don't want you to think that I'm weak of character, but people also called me big nose growing up in school. So I wanted a nose job, and I went to a plastic surgeon for a nose job consultation, and this dude looked me square in the face and he goes, "It's not your nose that's the problem. It's your lack of a chin." But I think I should do a separate video on the kind of invasive medical treatments I've done. But the reason I'm bringing this up is I feel that using HA acid, a good one, a good hyaluronic acid, just made my skin look so plump and so juicy that I needed less filler, which is great. So I've tried a ton of HA acids, and the one that I keep going back to is La Roche-Posay's Hyalu B5. It is incredible. She's juicy, she's thick, she's wonderful. She gives you this like glowy, shiny skin. I am all here for it. I'll admit, I do not know the percentage of HA acid in this serum, because really, really thick hyaluronic acids have a high percentage of HA acid in them, and the runnier ones are kind of lower quality and have a low percentage. La Roche-Posay's is thick and wonderful. I swear by it. I use it morning and night. It's just amazing, amazing. Don't forget your neck, don't forget your décolleté, but I swear it's just really plumped up my skin. It's so funny, when I first started using it, I'm like, I don't see a difference, and I stopped using it. It's one of those things where it's when you stop using it, you notice a negative. You notice like, oh my God, let me get back on that. The other HA serum that I absolutely adore is my OG Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. ANR is like, my mom used this, I started using it. I use it nightly, but when I run out of my La Roche-Posay, the Hyalu B5, I will use this in the morning as well. It is fantastic, and it's not just HA acid in this. They've got their little proprietary blend. It is lovely. Another HA acid that I really love, and it's budget friendly, is L'Oreal's Revitalift HA acid. I think it's 1.5%. And the matching eye serum. Honestly, these two are really, really fantastic. I love the HA eye serum because it's got this metal ball bearing thing that is cooling and lovely on the eyes. There, I love that. So I just roll it over. If you really want to level it up, refrigerate it for a bit. It's cooling and lovely. And then I just pat it in with my ring finger because that's the fingy that has the least pressure. You don't want to be tugging and pulling at the skin underneath your eyes. You just want to go as gentle as possible. So ring finger, There you go, just pat it in and I leave it and I let it sink in. This girl right here loves a dark spot corrector. And I've tried a lot over the years. Some are really harsh and end up causing zits. Others don't do anything at all, and I hate that because what I've noticed is dark spot correctors ain't cheap. They're really capitalizing on us trying to get rid of hyperpigmentation. But my absolute favorite, and the one that I notice the biggest difference, is Dermalogica's Power Bright Dark Spot Serum. This stuff right here, it is absolutely my holy grail. I think it's the best one out there. I haven't used one that comes even close. Can you see that there? I burned myself pretty badly using my steamer in Paris, and I've been using the Dermalogica Power Bright Serum on it night and day. But I've also been using it on this gnarly hyperpigmentation spot and this darkness right here. It's so good. And I feel like it's really effective at working quickly. I love that. There, I'm just gonna put it on this one right there. And I just tap it in. And the rest, I'm gonna put on my little burn scar. So here are some tips for clearing up hyperpigmentation, okay? You use your exfoliators because the exfoliators will work to continually slough off that top layer of skin, which takes away the hyperpigmentation with it. Skin renews itself on just about a monthly basis. I think it's every 28 days, you get a fresh new layer of skin. So you're not really gonna see a major difference for a month, but dark spot correctors will speed up that process a bit. You'll see a real improvement in the lightening up of darkness. And the minute you get hyperpigmentation, the minute a pimple clears up or a cut clears up, you name it, start using your dark spot corrector, because dark spot correctors are the most effective on new hyperpigmentation. So this is something I see all the time on like TikTok and whatever, you know, women like us asking how to get rid of your dark spots. And they're talking like, oh, you know, the skin on my elbows or the skin on my knees is really dark. It's really hard to get rid of that old hyperpigmentation that's been there your whole life. There are things that you can do to help that and to lighten it up, but it's not gonna be like a really quick process. If you get a new zit, it's new hyperpigmentation, get on your dark spot correctors right away. It'll just start working that much faster and you don't have to live as long with the dark spots. My little chocolate chips. I don't want you on my face though. That bugs me so much. And I'm really sorry, I do not have a budget dark spot corrector to suggest to you guys. PCA does do a brightening bar. I have it somewhere in the bathroom. It is a little cheaper than the Dermalogica stuff, but I don't think by much. I'm really sorry. I haven't used a budget dark spot corrector that I've really liked enough to suggest to you guys. If you guys have one, please let me know. Don't you dare come at me with Ambi or something crazy. For vitamin C's as well, I do like a dedicated vitamin C serum, but I have been using the Lancome HCF Rénergie serum. So this is a hyaluronic acid, C-niacinamide, and ferulic acid. So you get like a triple whammy with this stuff. I use it on my décolleté because I've really noticed a difference since I started using it consistently on my chest. I'll use it on my face too. Like I'll bring it up to the cottage because it does triple duty and I don't want to bring like 3 bottles of something. I just need the one. But it is juicy, hydrating, moisturizing. It will even out your skin. It's got C-niacinamide, so it will help with acne. It will help with hydration and moisturization. I really like this stuff. I think of a lot of the Lancome skincare products, this is a winner. They also do this Absolute gold line, like it's in a gold packaging. That stuff, oh, chef's kiss. Another exfoliator that I love that like I have to mention here, these blew my mind. This is Dr. Dennis Gross's Universal Daily Peels, and I get a lot of chemical peels. I'll get a chemical peel every 2 months. I swear by them. I think they've just done my skin such justice. But I love that Dr. Dennis Gross has created something that you can use at home that doesn't cost like, you know, I pay $400 a chemical peel, and that's a lot. Who wants to spend that constantly? So that's where Dr. Dennis Gross comes in. I love these. So you've got these packets, and we've got number 1 here, which is the Exfoliate and Smooth. I'm going to show you guys. I should have done this first thing this morning. But you take this little pad, and this is the chemical stuff, and you rub it on your face until the pad is dry. Okay? And this should be done first after you cleanse your skin. So I am wiping this all over my face and neck until the pad is dry. And you can bring it down to your décolleté, but I don't want to do that right now. There we go. For the interest of time, it's not quite dry. I do hate wasting skincare, but there. So that's done. Okay, when your skin is dry, you go in with number 2, the neutralizer. So the neutralizer neutralizes that chemical that, I think it's lactic acid. And there we go. So this it stings, okay? This stuff is not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, chemical peels are not cool. Where I go for my chemical peels, they use a 30% lactic acid solution, and she's spicy. Like, I'll be on that bed and I'm like, oh, kill me. It hurts, but just gives you that baby soft skin. I've seen a real difference with my chemical peels. There we go. And that will neutralize the chemical and allow you to get your best skin possible. Let's talk moisturizers. So I love a thick, creamy moisturizer. I do not have overly dry skin or anything like that, but I need to know my moisturizer is working. This is one of the best moisturizers I've ever used in my life. It is La Roche-Posay's Toleriane Dermalergo cream. It is one of the first moisturizers formulated for sensitive skin that is thick and rich and creamy. It's not wimpy. I love it. It's fragrance free because I know a lot of you guys like that. I'm a fragrance girl. I don't care if my skincare has fragrance and it's terrible. This stuff is fragrance free. It's juicy. It is so mild, but it does such a great job. I use it morning and night right before my sunscreen. So frankly, out of all the moisturizers I'm about to show you, the La Roche-Posay Toleriane is the budget-friendly option. I have so many moisturizers to show you guys that I think are really good. I want you to know that this is my default. Sorry guys, my camera battery died. I am back. I am all charged up. I apologize for the outfit change. This is La Mer's Moisturizing Fresh Cream. This contains niacinamide as well. Niacinamide is my jam. You're probably sick of hearing me talk about niacinamide. I own all of the moisturizers in the La Mer line, and this is probably my favorite. They are all fantastic. That's what it looks like. I think this one is my favorite because it's just a little easier to spread on. We all know that the original La Mer is like butter. It's like lard consistency, and I have no problem with that at all. I love the original La Mer. But I don't need to warm this up in between my fingertips or anything. In a pinch, you can put this on really quickly, and it does a fantastic job of moisturizing your skin like all La Mer moisturizers. If my skin is feeling really, really dry, I will go in with the SkinCeuticals AGE Interrupter Advanced. This stuff is another really thick cream. I don't want to waste this stuff. It's like gold, but check it out. It's very, very thick, and I absolutely adore it. I actually use it more as a night cream, but if I went in with like a really heavy retinol or retinal the night before, I use the SkinCeuticals AGE Interrupter. This cream is wild. It's so good. Retinol was a major skincare ingredient for me. I feel like it transformed my skin. Now, I don't like to recommend skincare to a person unless I know her routine well and I know her skincare concerns, and I am not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, so I really hesitate to prescribe anything to anyone. But man, if I had to, my three favorite skincare ingredients have got to be retinol, niacinamide, and vitamin C. Those have just made such a noticeable difference for me. My skin has never been better. So speaking of retinols, now I know this is my AM skincare routine, and you're not supposed to use retinol during the day because sunlight renders it totally ineffective. But I do use Biotherm's Blue Pro Retinol Multi-Correct Cream. This is a daily retinol moisturizer. It's a pro retinol, so it's like retinol's baby sister. You can use it during the day. The sun's not going to render it useless, and this moisturizer is really, really great. You can see I really do love it. I'm on the last dregs of it. It's really, really moisturizing, and I feel it gives you all the benefits of retinol without like the peeling, redness, flakiness, irritation that your standard retinol gives you. It is lovely. And sunscreen. So I use a few different sunscreens, but the one that I use every single day without fail, as you can see, is my well-loved Elta MD UV Clear SPF 46. This is one of the best sunscreens I have ever used in my life. I have been using it now for about, oh my God, for about 10 years. It's really transformed my skin. I swear by it. I will recommend it to anybody who listens. It also contains 4% niacinamide, so it was just really great for my acne. The other sunscreens that I use religiously are the Shiseido Clear Sunscreen Stick. This stuff is just incredible. I love it because you can apply it over makeup. Clear sunscreen stick, just go like that. I'm not wearing any makeup, but it's just so easy to reapply. And you should be reapplying your sunscreen multiple times a day if you're outside or sitting by a window inside. This stuff just makes it really easy. It's perfect for on the go. The other one is a dark horse that I hadn't really considered, but it's the Fenty Skin Hydrovisor. Rihanna, you knocked it out of the park with this stuff. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I do have some lotion on, but I actually really love to use this on my neck and my décolleté because it actually gives you such a nice glow. Like any of the Fenty skin products, they're really good. Do not sleep on these. Rihanna did a really nice job. I'm super impressed. And eye creams. I can't find, I think I may have left it in a hotel room. So I use two eye creams that I really love. Number one, again, is the Biotherm Blue Pro Retinol Eye Cream. I love this stuff. There we go. I'm just gonna use a little bit, and again, I put this on as my very last step. I just use my my ring finger, and I tap it on like so. Slow down and enjoy your skincare. Your skincare routine should be like self-care. Anyways, I like to just get it in. I don't notice too many crow's feet. Girl, for 46, you look good. No wonder the haters are just so relentless. So there you go. I like to concentrate it on the corners of the eyes. I don't have too many crow's feet. Ugh, found it, thank God. All right, the other one is the SkinCeuticals. This is the AGE Advanced Eye. I love this. It's a nice matte eye cream, but it's rich and thick and lovely. What I like about these two eye creams is I have super sensitive eyes, and I find that especially at night when I put on eye cream, it travels into my eyeball and it really irritates my eyes, and I wake up with like red, irritated, swollen eyes. These are the two that I've tried that really stay in place. And lastly, lip balms. Like I use all sorts of lip balms, but the one that I've really been enjoying lately is the Dr. Dennis Gross. This is the Derm Infusions Plump Plus Repair Treatment. Holy God! Like, there are billions of lip treatments on the market, and I find, you know, they're all the same. But this one, oh my gosh, it's really good. It's really spicy. Like, it plumps up your lips, like, no joke. I met Carrie Gross, Dr. Dennis Gross's wife. I sat next to her at a event dinner, and we were talking about all of her husband's fantastic skincare, and she's like, girl, you gotta try the lip treatment, the lip treatment, the lip treatment. So they were kind enough to send me one, and I'm hooked. I am absolutely hooked. It's kind of fun to use too. It looks like a little syringe, and you press this bottom part here. See, I don't wanna use too much. There we go. I'm just gonna take that on. And I rub it on my lips, and I just go over a little bit. Like that, and then you just give it a few minutes and it starts to do its thing. The first time I used it, I was like, ah, this is spicy. It's really spicy. It hurts a little bit, but oh my God, I like to use it before bed. I use it like anytime my lips are dry, but I do like to use it before bed, and you wake up with the softest lips. Anyways, that is my AM skincare routine. I will film another one for you guys where I discuss all of the medical treatments that I've done to my face. I will talk about hydrofacials, chemical peels, vampire facials, and filler, and neuromodulators like Botox and other things that keep me looking like a fresh 46-year-old. Anyways, I hope that you liked this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out here, and I just love YouTube, and I love the support that I get from my community. And if you have any skincare questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the comments or email them to me or DM me on Instagram or TikTok. I'd love that. I love hearing from you guys. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this skincare routine. I hope you like the budget-friendly options as well. Everything's linked for you guys in the first pinned comment and the description box. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.